What's up YouTube? Mr. Ferguson here once again. Hope you guys are having an awesome day. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. I am on the way to give you guys an update on the Cutter Bermuda, and I'm very curious about what that is myself because I've not walked to that side of the church property in a while to look at it in a week or two. So I'm curious, and I have some information to give you on that, and then we're going to try to head back to my lawn, or I'm going to try to do the third mow. The grass is just super long and it's time to cut it. Even though we've got other seeds down and we're trying to grow more fescue grass, we do need to take care of the existing grass and get it mowed today, probably at around 3.5 inches. But before we get into the grass stuff, number one, the Lord loves you. He'll never leave you nor forsake you. So I wanted to mention that. Number two, if you are someone like me that enjoys a sweet treat from time to time, I love and hate the fact that I love donuts so much, but I am going to give you the best place in the entire nation that I have ever been. And I know that there's going to be comments, Mr. Ferguson, you're wrong, this place is better. But I'm 42 years old. I've had lots of donuts, from gas stations to when I go down to my brother to Wilmington, he takes me to Brits, the famous donuts where you got to wait forever to get one. This place demolishes every single donut I've ever been to. And I just took a special trip this way today to show you, well, not to show you, to eat them, but the donut shop from Lewisburg, North Carolina. It is absolutely, this was a small shop in Lewisburg, North Carolina. I just got done talking to the owner here and told him how much I'm glad he's back in business. They shut down and I was like, what? They were the best donuts ever. And I was so upset I didn't come there more often, but they were in a very little small place that now is a vape shop. What the heck's up with all these stupid vape shots anyway? But anyways, so I was talking to the owner, Glenn, inside of the donut shop, and it's S-H-O-P-P-E if you want to look them up on the internet. But I told him that story. I thought you guys had shut down. I'm so glad you're back. And he said, man, at the other location we were at, we had 10 employees compared to what I can do here with only 3. So it was a big cost savings for him. But let me just show you. I can't let you taste it, obviously, but let me just show you the gorgeousness of this, of what you're about to see here. These are, look at this, and I'll try to tilt the camera down. There we go. Without falling completely, maybe, I hope. But look at this. You got the cheesecake donut right here. Oh my gosh. Don't even go near them or you're addicted. My daughter requested the chocolate, and then you got the glaze. And I am telling you guys, if you can't tell how delicious these are, the smell is just, oh my gosh, they're amazing. And I know there's like duck donuts from some people I've heard, and I know there's these other places, and I'm sure they're great. But so far, for Mr. Ferguson, the donut shop in Lewisburg is the absolute #1 spot for donuts in the United States of America at this time. So if you're anywhere near this place, Lewisburg, North Carolina, you gotta look up the donut shop. It is absolutely worth your time. If you've got a weekend or something to be able to come up, there's more people coming in as I'm sitting here. So with all of our fat preaching donut talk done, let's head over. I got to get some unleaded, or excuse me, ethanol free gas up here at the gas station, and let's stop by the church, take a quick peek at the Cutter Bermuda, since you guys have been asking for an update. All right, guys, we're here, and I can already tell you, prepare to be surprised. And I've not had any of the donuts, so no, I did not eat 12 of those or something and come out here. So not there yet. It is windy, and I forgot my wind guard for my mic, so I apologize if you hear wind. It is cooler temps today, which is good for the fescue. But oh my goodness, rolling up here, not walking over here in several weeks, guys. Look at this. This is not good. Look at this. Oh my gosh. So we got a lot going on right here, don't we? Since the last time we were up here, this is funny and sad. Like it's not too terrible. We've got these weird plants that I have no idea what these things are, but they have popped up, man, some of them 2 feet tall. But these plants have come up, and obviously some of the weeds. Now, I was very close to bringing my sprayer up here to go ahead and do 2,4-D, because I'm thinking, okay, there might be some weeds. There's clearly some weeds, but these are so big, man. I'm about to just set you guys on the ground and go ahead and just pluck these out. It won't take that long, so I'll just hand pull this out, and then we will try to, so the news that I had for you guys before we get into the Iron Cutter Bermuda here is I did order a bag of Yard Mastery, I believe. If it wasn't Yard Mastery, maybe the Andersons, 18 pounds of pre-emergent. So why would we do that? Well, for POA reasons. So we didn't really turn up any dirt here, but we did plant the new Bermuda. So I don't really want POA to be a problem. So I'm going to do pre-emergent. So obviously we want to wipe out the existing weeds first, which we're going to pull up some of these big things here in a second, as long as it's pullable. And if not, we're going to come back. The church does have Speed Zone inside. I just didn't bring my backpack sprayer because we're not making a full-on church video today, but my goodness, they're everywhere, as you can tell. But now, getting past the weeds, so we're going to pull up some of these big ones. It'll look better here in just a moment. But then we've got these clovers that are all over the place, and just regular weeds that are typical, that are going to be just ate up by 2,4-D. So it's 2,4-D weeds is what I say, and that'll be taken out easily. As far as the actual, when we get into the actual Bermuda, guys, you can see with the heat surge that we've had, they're little puffs of Bermuda. They didn't do a whole lot of spreading, but they did a lot of growing vertically, not horizontally. Now, some of it did, and I'll insert a picture right here of when we first planted it. If you remember, they were very small circle plugs, very, very small, and they have expanded. But the fact that we, we did it late into the season, and you can see really down here, they really got bigger. But obviously we want to clear out some of this and then do the pre-emergent so we don't have a weed problem. But I mean, some of this, you can clearly see it did begin to spread and take off. And look how bushy and thick that is. That is super thick Bermuda right here. Just gorgeous. It looks really nice, and when the whole yard is this, it should look really good. But we've got this, looks like crabgrass or something. I don't even know what that is over there, but just weeds everywhere. So it looks horrible. It looks worse than it is. But man, just look how poofy and big this is. Like, it is super thick. So I did bring the weed eater, so I am just going to just kind of chop some of this off, and this will clearly be the last time this year, I think, for sure. But yeah, they're all just, look, balls of Bermuda. So they're trying to have runners come out here and anchor in, and I can see that right here. So there are anchors coming in. It's just cool now. So we just did it too late, and we knew that, so no big deal. But man, just looking at this, it looks like an old cornfield or something. And what I'll do is just set you back here, and I'm just going to time lapse plucking up all these big weeds really fast, getting the hose out of the way, and then trimming back the Bermuda with the weed eater a little bit for the last time this season. So let's do that really quickly before we go and do our mow in our fescue lawn. All right, guys, so the good old Black & Decker comes through for us again, and look at the difference. What a difference 30 minutes can make in our lawn, right? So much improved, much worth the trip out here compared to what we walked up to. And just to kind of get you low, I'll try to squat down over some of these up here. You'll notice that so in case you're wondering, why, Mr. Ferguson, do you think, over here, we still got bare, brown, nothing? Over here, we've got a little more green back here, but we got a whole lot of green here, and obviously the Bermuda is part of that. Well, remember, I was sprinkling, I didn't show this in the video all the time, but I was sprinkling that 4400 humic coated urea over this, I think 2 or 3 times. And so obviously that nitrogen promoted growth, not only in the Bermuda, but in the weeds. So that is definitely, and then over here, you get a lot, when it does rain, you may get a lot of drip from the building and water over here. And so I think that's the reason why there, and not so much water over here with the slope, and maybe that, so that's my explanation. But I don't know the rules of Bermuda, and you can see the weeds. And again, this is an easy cleanup with 2,4-D. All of these weeds will be gone. But you can just see the blend of weeds and the now cut Bermuda. Some of it I hit the, you know, like this guy, I scalped it a little too low compared to some of the other ones I left longer, because we are going into its, you know, dormant state. It should be browning up. But notice the color, guys, if you're interested. I know a few of you have talked about being interested in Bermuda grass in your lawn. Notice the color. But we've been under 90 degrees, so we've been in the 80s, and now we're going into the phase where we're going to be, today is only going to be 70 degrees. So the color has remained through these fluctuating low 80s up and down, and that's good. So I would expect that from Bermuda grass. So it looks really nice, and there's been lots of growth, at least top growth. And obviously if I would come out here and mow it more often, we would get more of the lateral or horizontal growth from left to right. And so we didn't get a whole lot of that because we did plant late, but it's definitely rooted in the ground. And come next season, if we continue to put prodiamine down, we clean these sections up, I want to put another row or 2 back here, and I want to put another row or 4, maybe 5 up here, and really get this thing going in May to spread and come to life in several weeks. Not too bad, and better off than where it looked when we showed up. So let's head over quickly to my lawn and quickly show you a quick mow. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we're back at my house with the Fescue, which obviously compared to the Iron Cutter Bermuda, Bermuda is going into their dormant state for the next several months until here in North Carolina, April, May, before it really gets ramped up again. So it's trending down, whereas our tall Fescue is trending up. Most of you already know that. So real fast, I just want to show you what we're looking like before we mow. Very long. I'm going to do 3 inches, and I'm not going to film the entire mow and show you over and over and over, because I am going to try to bag this and get some of the leaves. Maybe at 3 inches, I'm able to suck up some of the leaves that are buried underneath this turf. It is a little wet, so that's a little concerning. It is cool. I can't believe at 9 o'clock it is 57 degrees. That's incredible, but great for our Fescue. But you can just see, again, I've been hammering this area with water back here to really get it as high as I can before doing this mow. So anyways, we've been really trying to concentrate. It is the lowest section of the lawn. So I'm going to bag it. I'm going to come back and show you. It's super thick in this area right here that you're looking at. It is super thick back here on this side strip over here. And there is a section in the front lawn where it's also super thick as well. And I will try for the first time to go ahead and trim out some of the edges. It is long through here as well. So I think I'm going to do a up and down. Again, no striping kit right now. We're just trying to get growth for all the new grass. We've cut twice. This will be the 3rd mow. And so this is just to promote growth. Keep growing, keep growing. And then soon, Saturday, I'm hearing on the radio, it's going to stay cool, and we're supposed to get some rain Saturday. So I will put down what I have actually in my house right now, some of the GCI 3000. If not today, tomorrow, and try to catch it before the rain. And maybe put like half that bag down and spread it equally among the lawn here. But you can see as the wind blows how the grass is just swaying in the wind and blowing. It is that long. So that's why I'm not going to film this. I'm going to have to stop, dump the bag, come back, keep going. It's going to be a time-consuming process, and still we got areas that just look junky, so it's not going to look great. But I wanted to show you the pre. Now let's go down here. Let me be back with you here in just a second to show you the results of the 3rd mow in our tall Fescue lawn. So guys, done with the mow. I'm going to show that to you here in a second. Man, what a difference a day can make in how you feel about your lawn, how we feel about the project lawn. Sometimes the Lord gives me the title of my video while I'm doing it, and I think today's is going to be what a difference a day makes. Because what a difference in my lawn and what a difference at the project lawn, just going up there and doing a little bit of 30-minute work. So before we get to it, I did want to address one thing before we get out of here and I show you the rest of it. We got some more lawn care stuff, very important, that I want to show you at the end and show you the mow. But before we get to it, I just wanted to address one commenter. It was only one this time, but there's several people that will come on the channel and say, where's your God? You're praying for rain, and where is he at? Ha ha ha. Maybe Santa Claus will do that, and they think they're funny. And I would encourage them to continue to come back. Keep coming back to the channel, because I'm going to keep talking about the things of God. And hey, he may not always answer our prayers, because if he did, then he would be a genie. I would just say, hey God, do this, and he does it all the time. We don't know what's best for us. He knows what's best for us. So I pray to God so that he will give me what I need when I need it, because he knows best. That's the key. For example, just this past week, my wife, who teaches at preschool, had a little girl. I'm going to shorten the story as much as I can, but she had a little girl. They pull up to our church. We have a little awning, 2 little flower pots on the outside of the columns of our church where the project lawn is, and they unload right there. One of the little girls was super sad, and the mom was out there just going frantic all around the car. My wife walked out and said, what's going on, Mandy? And she said, my daughter lost her little teeny Polly Pocket, and she loves that thing, and she cannot find it. And so she's like, I'm looking, and she looked on the outside of the car to maybe it fell when she got out. She looked inside the car, couldn't find it. I gotta go. Mom leaves. So they go inside, and my wife was like, you know, hey, are you and she was just sad the whole entire day. She said, are you sad about your Polly Pocket? And she said, yes, I love that toy. And she told a story about when I was in Egypt. She said, let me tell you a story about my husband, Mr. Ferguson. When he was in Egypt, he had a guy lose his ID card, which is a big deal. And so I gathered all my squad around and said, let's pray for McCown, who lost his ID. We prayed. He had until 12 o'clock the next day to find it, or he was getting Article 15, which is a loss of pay, loss of rank, and a big deal. So no joke, right hand of God. He knows that I'm telling the truth, because it's a true story. At 11 o'clock, we were looking. I'm like, man, Lord, where's this ID? And somebody said, McCown, did you ever check the MP, the police department? No. He's like, dude, go check the police department. Goes and checks the police department. There's his ID. And I said, and it was literally within the hour of his deadline, God came through, found it. Just so happened to, right? So she told her that story and made her feel a little bit better. So Madison comes home, she wakes up in the morning to the next day, and it was just on her mind while she's doing her quick early morning devotions. And she said, Lord, why is this on my mind? I really would just pray that you would help this little girl find this Polly Pocket toy. It means so much to her, God, and you care about the desires of our heart. And so she prayed about it, did her devotions, went on through the day. She went out there and looked again, coming in to the preschool, before all the other teachers, and didn't see it. Searched outside under that awning, looked around the flower pots, looked in the flower pots. She said, I looked under the rug, I looked everywhere. Came in, could not find it. And so going through the day, she comes in, she's all sad, and she's just like, still didn't find it, Emma? And she's like, no, and she's just sad. And so the class gets together, they're doing their thing, they walk out the front door, and no lie, she said, sitting right in front of the front door, next to one of those columns, next to the flower pot where both the mom and my wife looked, set on the ground, stood up, is that Polly Pocket toy. And she said, it's like Jesus himself came and set it right down for us to see. And she gave it to her, and that girl lit up, and she just began to tear up and said, because God cares about the desires of our heart, and he cares when we care about others. So you guys can come and make fun of me and my God for not providing rain. It's just grass. We're going to be just fine. He's in control, but he cares about the desires of our heart. And I thought that might touch somebody's heart out there on this Friday. So coming back to the lawn, guys, I want you to look at this. We are going to be spreading some 30-0-0 over this lawn, but oh my goodness, a mow can make a difference. Now we're still thin out here. We're not there yet. We've not arrived, but I did some edging, and you can see the edging here. And man, I'm telling you what, this side strip, we already know it was looking good because it was bushy and thick, but my goodness, oh, it's turning into a Mr. Ferguson lawn now. That GCI seed is coming to life. And again, a lot of growing to do. Another month, it's going to look really good. We've only done 3 mows. The third mow has definitely been the best mow. And so the strip, oh my goodness, a joy. The whole right side of the property was a privilege to mow. This side is still coming in, but this mow is definitely going to help ignite it and get it to take off. The front yard still looks patchy, but my goodness, does it not look better. Hey, Mr. Bones, how are you? Shout out Mr. Bones in the comments. But look how much better the front yard looks just being evenly mowed. This was clearly our thickest spot right here, and so it continues to look just awesome. But my goodness, I did place some more seed around the edge right here because the seed did come up. It seemed like it got scorched, and I've had to put more, so that should thicken up over time. But in the thin areas we had, remember, all the aerating, all the dethatching, all the, running the dethatcher, not necessarily dethatching, we damaged this, and now it's finally recovering. And I really truly feel like if we do get this rain they're talking about, the 30-00 can help take this off, though we may be mowing more. And you can still see, I don't know if you can catch that on camera, but there is tons of baby grass right here that just was probably underneath the 3-inch mow here, but it's coming up. So we just need to continue to water. And so if we don't get the rain, that's good for the golf game. If we do get the rain, this will get watered in, and the nitrogen will help the baby grass still to come. But it is filling in slowly but surely, looking very good over here. When I turned around and saw the first area I mowed, look at this. It's starting to look like Halloween domination time. And this is without the lawn striper. This is single cut up and down, just, oh my gosh, beautiful. We got this to fill in, this little trough down here. No worries, I'm happy with this. I am over the moon, ecstatic, happy about how this is looking right now. This looks like a Mr. Ferguson lawn right here. And so we're slowly filling in, and I hope you are too. Today's temperature getting only up to 70 degrees is definitely going to help as well. So off camera, I apologize. This is a longer video, and that's why I'm going to do it off camera. I'm going to take the earthway behind me. I'm going to go get the 30-00, and we're going to go ahead and just spread probably half the bag. I don't want to go nuts. I don't want to go over in and ignite the POA trib, though we can play around with Velocity PM with that. So thank you guys so much for checking it out. Check out the donut shop in Lewisburg, North Carolina. You will not be disappointed. Check out the AirPods. Mowing is so much better with the AirPods. I can connect it to my work phone. I can connect it to my personal phone. I can listen to podcasts, listen to the radio, listen to music, answer calls, pause it. It is just, oh, it's in the description below if you're interested. Love it. It's a must-have. I should have done that a long time ago. We've got fertilizer in the comments. We've got the 30-00, the earthway, the equipment. God bless you guys. Hope to see you on the next one. We'll see you next time.